Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stacy. You can find me on Instagram at Stacy Scraps Plans Crates. I'll put my handle here. And today we are going to go over my new planner setup in a A5 ERIN CONDREN portfolio rings binder, if you will. I was gifted this from a very close friend, and she wasn't using it. She wasn't using the inserts, and while she was very gracious to send me said inserts, I didn't think that that hourly layout of this A5 agenda was going to fit my lifestyle. So I did what any other planner would do. I searched the web, I went to Etsy, and I found a printable insert that's going to work great for me. So I proceeded to buy A5 paper on Amazon so that I could print those printables, and so far everything printed out spectacularly. So I'm going to probably do a voiceover because this whole process may take a little bit and I want to be able to speed through some things, but I'm basically going to get this whole planner set up, and I'll just show you a quick sneak peek. And this bow is from the Simply Gilded, but it's not sticking on, so I took the backing off. I put some heavy books on top, but it doesn't appear to be sticking, so we may have to do something else with that. So as you can see, we've got some gold hardware. I've got a pin loop here. We've got a small pocket here, some card pockets, a card pocket here. This, I believe, is the size of the inserts, and so I'm going to be cutting down a couple of scrapbook papers and acetate and things like that. And so this was the original vellum that came with the kit. It is the ERIN CONDREN Life Planner. This is July through December. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I'm not going to use it as a daily. And so I do plan to keep the dashboards for the month, and probably, I guess what the Happy Planner community knows is the currently page. So I'm going to keep these beginning pages. So your goals, deadlines, so you've got your calendars and some space to write in some dates. You've got your year at a glance for 2023, and then it starts with the July dashboard. You've got your monthly, you've got some lined note paper here, and then this, I guess I would refer to as the currently page. And then this is where I'm going to change things up. So here you've got July 1st, and you've got your 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. start, your to-do list, and then your month. Well, this would work really good for perhaps like my work planner. I really didn't want to give up my classic Happy Planner. In fact, I'm thinking of moving into a big Happy Planner. Vertical is typically what I use for the week. I just really love decorating it, and these time slots aren't super important to me. I can indicate those inside my classic vertical. So what I'm planning to do is take these A5 printables and glue this back to back with that first page. So I'll end up with my dashboard in here. So it is slightly annoying to me that the color of the paper is different. So this is kind of like a creamy off-white, and this is just white. But it's okay. This is going to be sort of my home planner. I use a mini mini dashboard for home life. And you may or may not have seen videos, but this is my Simply Gilded cover, and I just franken plan it or DIY it to fit into these planners because it's really meant for strings. I want to try to use it in a bigger size. So as you can see, it's slightly bigger. What I'm looking forward to is just having more space to write, more room to affix stickers and such. And so we're going to give it a try. I love the agenda, the look and feel of it. The size looks pretty nice, and so this printable that I found, and I'll put their Etsy shop here and maybe a picture of the listing. And so this is very much like Happy Planner dashboard. So you've got a list here, priorities, errands, and then just a space here at the bottom to write. And I usually will do like my Happy Mail list, a Target run list, and then I do some decorative down here. I'm trying to do some meal planning just for dinners basically, and then your days of the week and whatever I have going on there. So I went ahead and printed like 4 to 5 weeks, tried to count them out to see like where I land. I may need to find something to cover this part up, maybe just a blank sheet of paper. I was considering like going to my computer, getting a Word doc, and just drawing out some lines and then printing it to A5 paper, just so that I have like just a note page or something to end this this end of the week with. And so that's what I plan to do with the rest of that. And then towards the back, I mean, it goes all the way to December. I didn't put filler. Let's see, where did I stop? I think I did it for 3 months. So I've got July, August, September, October. So I stopped in November, December, because I just want to give it a few months try and see how I like it. And then in the back, let's see, it ends December, which is note paper, this nice little quote. You've got some stickers, some headers, your customize. These are stickers, you can customize them with the dates and holidays. And then you have this pocket in the back, and I thought that I had more notepads. This is the only one I could find so far, but this is from Plannything. I think it matches the aesthetic really well. So I stuck this in the back, and let's see, I'll go ahead and show you right now, and then we may fast forward the whole gluing things together, cutting down pages and inserting them. But I was at Joann's this weekend and picked up this little list pad, and I was pretty confident that it would fit in this pocket right here. It's a little tight, but I think it's gonna work. So there you go. I really like that. So my plan is to fill this up. I may do some something creative here, not sure yet, but just a couple of things to pretty it up, make it, you know, something cute and inviting that will force me to want to get into it every day, write in it, and so forth. I used to call my mini HP, I do call my mini HP my on the go. I don't really take it with me on the go, but it has all the information that I need to refer to before I go anywhere, if that makes sense. So I'm essentially going to do the same thing with this. It's just bigger size, it's prettier, not prettier, it's different, it's pretty. I really want to give rings a try. So that's what we're going to do. So I'm going to close this up and just show you a couple of elements that I picked up to incorporate with this. So I have, I used to be a subscriber to the Planner Society subscription boxes. She doesn't do them anymore, but I have a lot of elements from there. So I've got some tabs with headers. So you've got months, different, like, you know, daily, days of the week, budget. So they're labels and your label tabs. So I may use those to cover up the months. I've got some like filigree type paper. I might tear it up, put it in some pockets, or I'll slide it into that little pocket that was on the front page. I have some vellum, some acetate. When I was at Joann's, they had this beautiful acetate, and I did pick up two, because typically whatever I do to the front, I like to do to the back. And when I pulled these out from the Planner Society kit, there's only one of each, but these are essentially made to fit B6. You pretty much just kind of fold it in half. You may have to cut a little bit off the bottom, but the width of it is B6, or the size of a mini happy planner. And you could get, you know, 2 pages of it, so one for the front, one for the back, and there isn't enough, so I may layer these on top of like the dashboards for the month. But then I saw these, and I think I'll have to cut, you know, further in, and then this will be like my outside page, and the holes will be punched here. So I'm going to use this to layer. I saw these on clearance. They were having an extra 25% off clearance, so if you haven't been to Joann's, I would run out, see what they have. It says it's washable paper. I've never seen that before. I don't know if that means you can wipe it down. Not really sure, but this is kind of like a rose gold. Thought it was really pretty. The back is just kind of like, it almost looks like it's cardboard. Let's just open it up real quick. Yeah, it's kind of, it's very stiff. It's kind of like cardstock, cardboard. So I may end up doing like a washi dashboard on the back, and again layering it on top of this. I'll go ahead and open this up as well. Sorry for the noise. So it'll essentially look like that. So very pretty. And then last but not least, I picked up some scrapbook paper. Again, an extra 25% off clearance. This is really good paper. It is double-sided. So this is an awesome deal. I really love these florals. You can't really see the white over them, but I may end up making, like, covering the dashboard with these florals. I think they go pretty well with the tabs that I pulled out. Maybe not, the colors are a little bit off, but these polka dot ones are pretty cute. So yeah, it's got like this pearlescent finish. It's two-sided. I mean, these were a steal. And then I will end up cutting these out and maybe putting them inside the pocket. There's just a lot of options for you to kind of be creative, make it your own. You can cut these out and layer them on top of, you know, your papers. I could layer one on top of, you know, the gold here and have it shining through. Maybe this one. I like this envelope one, that's really cute. Yeah, so really good find. And then I have journaling cards from Simply Gilded, so I may do some layering with those. These are bow seals. Usually when I do like a washi dashboard, I'll stick a bow in the middle of those. And then this big album has glitter edges from the Planner Society. And so you can use these bows as like a tab. You can use these edges for the edge of your paper. They're just a little bit too short, but I'll just have to piece them together. Again, it's just a little bit of a decorative element. So yeah, so that's the plan. Shouldn't take, I don't plan to take super long putting this together. I just want to make it cute, make it pretty, and see where we go from there. So I'm going to clear off these things to the side and we'll get started. Be right back. Okay, so we're going to get started decorating or setting up this A5 agenda. I'm just pulling out the regular tools I use and getting ready to glue the dashboard to the page that I'm not going to use. It was a little bit short on the end, but I don't mind that very much. So we're just gonna do that to the other 2 months. I did only set this up for 3 months. I just want to make sure that it works for me, and you know, anticipating that I might someday want to try the daily sheets. So we're going to take out the front page and I'm going to use that as a guide to cut down my cover pages that I want to use in this planner, in this A5 ring. So I have that acetate and I centered it so that I could get the design evenly or somewhat evenly on the top and bottom. And you know, you could easily measure the pages, but I like to just use the existing page as a guide. So I'm going to cut down the rose gold insert as well, and I'm doing a page for the front and back of the planner. So with the acetate, I tried to use it was, you know, a design on all 4 sides. I tried to use the opposite side of the page so that the back cover would be a different look. And so I'm just cutting the last piece of the rose gold backing, and luckily that sticker came off very easily. Now we're going to punch holes, and if this becomes a regular practice, I will go ahead and get a 6-hole punch, but in the meantime this handheld one works pretty good. I'm able to control where those punches will be, and I'm just trying to make sure that I've lined them up pretty good and that I've considered that, you know, the page that's going to the back of it is being punched on the correct side. So punching on the left on the back side of the pages so that when I flip it closed, it will look right side up. All right, so now I'm moving on to kind of decorating the pockets, and I really liked this filigree type paper, but I really couldn't determine how it would work out. So I'm pulling out scrapbook paper and pulling out a couple of pages that I think will work. I got this pack at Joann's. They have really good paper packs because they're double-sided, and when you get them on sale, it's a really good value. So I'm just cutting up some of these quote cards to see what I might use inside of the pockets and or to decorate the front cover. Just kind of, you know, placing them, seeing what looks good, and there's a lot of good options. The quote cards really appear to be for sentiments. So here I'm just kind of checking to see how they fit. I cut that down so that I could just see the top cover, and now I'm just pulling out a few decorative bow clips and seeing what looks cute. I got that owl. It's like an embroidered paper clip, and I got that from a subscription box from the Planner Society. So I did determine that I could cut down that kind of lacy filigree paper and threw it in that back pocket just for a little decorative edge. That's always fun. I always like to keep post-it notes in my planner so that if I need to jot down a date, I can do that. I have this cute post-its from the Planner Society as well, and it fit pretty nicely in that pocket. Just adding another paper clip. And here's some more smaller sticky notes. These are good for, you know, putting them like maybe on your month at a glance. So I'm just removing them and kind of shifting it over to the other side so that I can punch them. And so this these are from the Happy Planner. That acetate is a little bit thicker, so you got to really put some muscles into it. And I decided to put it to the back. All right, so let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add a dashboard to the back. So I've got tabs for months July through December, and I usually like to have a dashboard that separates either note pages, miscellaneous, other, and so the back of this has extra sticker sheets and my post-its. So I wanted to create a dashboard to do that. and I ended up cutting a second page because it had a hole from the paper pad, and I didn't notice it when I first started. So now I'm looking for a word to use on the tab there, and I couldn't find anything that said other or miscellaneous. So I'm going to take a look inside my make your own sticker book from the Happy Planner. These are just various planner words or just scripts that I pulled out of numerous sticker books. And, you know, I've probably got easily 30 pages here, and yet I can't find anything. So I remembered that I had some labels from Live Love Posh. She sells tabs dividers as well, and I found one that said miscellaneous, so that worked out great. So I fixed that at the top, and now I have my miscellaneous tab. All right, and I wanted to cover up where it says daily life planner, so I decided just to white it out. Again, knowing that I may try it out later in the year, but for now, I know I'm not going to use it as a daily. So I'm just kind of thinking how to use other elements, and this sticky note came unglued from the backing. And now I have some glitter edges from the Planner Society. These things can be purchased separately on her website. They're literally glitter pieces, and they are sticky on the back. I use these very often in my mini Happy Planner. They fit like a B6 pretty well, but these are A5, so they were a little bit short. So I'm just trying to get it on the edge and make sure that it's even in between. So it takes me a couple of tries to get it right. I had to undo it, redo it a couple of times to make sure it's straight. So I put one strip on one side and a strip on the other. So that worked out pretty good, and I'm going to go ahead and do that to the back page as well. And now that I kind of figured out how to do the first one, the back page went more quickly. So I have done all the setup that I'm going to do for my July, August, September, give or take, A5 agenda, A5 rings from ERIN CONDREN. And I'm going to go ahead and flip through what I've set up, and then we're going to go into a plan with me using some stickers from Pineberry paper. I am a rep for Pineberry for the summer, so July through September. And if you like what you see, I'll put the link in the description, and you can use my code Stacy10. I'll put a pop-up here of what the freebie sheet looks like. So I think it's a really good deal. I love the sheet that I curated as a freebie, so hopefully you'll go check them out. So I'm going to put this aside for a second, and we're going to open this up. And one of the things that I'm not liking is that when I open this up, this notepad tends to fly in the air. So I don't know, I may put like a little sticky dot to make sure that that stays put. Okay, so I've got a list pad here. I put some sticky notes. I just cut down some scrapbook paper, grabbed some really cute paper clips that I've had. This is, I believe, Sweet Berry Plans. This is from the Planner Society from a subscription kit. I believe I got these paper clips from Simply Gilded. It was in a mystery box. And then over here on this side, I cut down that vellum and put some glitter edges there. I've got just a very pretty shiny dashboard. I am going to end up doing like a washi strip here, some sort of design, but I need to pull all that together and see what I want to do there. Okay, so we're going to flip to July. Here is my currently page. I've now put the dashboard inserts here. Did the same for August and September. Okay, and again, the pages are a different color. It is slightly annoying, but once I sticker it all up, it's probably not going to be that big of a deal. So I left October, November, December intact with the daily. In case I changed my mind, I ended up adding another tab for miscellaneous, and this I hole punched some little sticky notes, and then you've got some extra stickers back here, and then that rose gold dashboard and the vellum, and then I have my big notepad, and of course a pin from Simply Gilded. Okay, so let's go ahead and flip back to the month of July. I'm gonna open this up, take out my week, and we'll get started on a plan with me. All right, so we are going to start with dating the week, and I'm using the rainbow box kit from Mojojo Jojo Plans, and so I needed to double check what date the week started with, and it is actually Monday, July 4th. It was my day off. I probably should have remembered that, but I didn't. So I am going to use the colored days of the week, so I needed to white those out. And what I did notice is I can't really, I don't know the colors of white, which sounds silly to say because white is white, but the white out is a very bright white compared to perhaps the starch white of this paper. I'm almost wondering if it's like maybe a recycled paper, and so I definitely made note that I want to be very careful lifting stickers when I'm decorating this page, because I don't know yet how the paper is going to respond. So I've got my days of the week down, and now I'm putting down the numbers. They're slightly taller than the days of the week, but I think it still looks pretty cute. And here I am lifting up that sticker, and I do it very, very slowly to make sure that I don't rip the page. And I'm just using my bone folder to just get all the air bubbles out. This is a trick that I learned from EJ Joyful Plans, Elizabeth. That is like her little pet peeve, excuse me. Okay, so now I have this washi that is fairly new. I picked up in Simply Gilded's last release. It has dragonflies, and it has a little bit of a like green, blue, turquoise ombre effect, and I decided just to kind of line the top of the pages, and I'm also going to line the bottom of the pages as well. My mother is a big fan of dragonflies. In fact, my dad and my mom are both retired. They took a trip, I think it was last summer, and went to Minnesota. And on the way back, they stopped at Sturgis, and she got her first tattoo of a dragonfly on her wrist. It was a complete shocker to the family, but it's super cute, and she really loves dragonflies. All right, so now I am starting to affix stickers from the Pineberry paper sticker sheets that I have there. One of them is Fairy Tale Garden. It's a 2-sheet sticker pack. And then the other one is Dragonfly. And so I'm going to use those 3 sheets on this layout today. And I usually use a big box for my I call it a Target trip, but it could be a grocery list sometimes as well. I usually use like a big block paper pad from the Happy Planner for my grocery list, but if I'm in my planner sitting at my desk and I think of something that needs to be picked up from the store, I usually will open this up and jot that down. And then the list on the left is usually my Happy Mail list. I will admit there are some months that I can take up that whole list, and then some months where I only have a few items listed there. So I really liked these mushrooms. They're super cute, so I kind of just put those at the bottom as like a little garden of mushrooms that the dragonflies can flutter around. And so far, I think, as I mentioned, the color of the white isn't super noticeable or drastic compared to other paper once you start laying down stickers. So I don't think it's going to be a big deal for me. Again, I really wanted to try out this A5 size. I wanted to get into rings and kind of like, decorate the pockets and things like that and kind of have fun with it. And so this is a good opportunity to try that out and see how I like it. And bonus, I can still use my dashboard layout that I love and so used to, and get a little bit of extra room. One of the things that I noticed after the fact when I was filling it out this week is that the dashboard on the right-hand side has lines in the boxes, and I didn't notice it, so obviously it doesn't bother me. But I didn't realize it before until I was kind of checking back in my mini HP dashboard and noticed that those boxes did not have lines. So I like it. I like the idea that that it has lines, and so I can write straight, or I can use colorful boxes and write in whatever it is that I need to make note of. So I'm just, affixing a few boxes where I think I need to kind of have an appointment or an event or just something that I want to call out to me. I know that, again, I could just write straight into the boxes, but it's always fun to kind of put a border around it just so that, you know, it kind of catches your eye and you pay attention to it. So I'm just using all the stickers that I can. And she's got these really cute Mickey on the Pineberry paper sticker sheets cuts. She has these really cute tiny little flowers, and so I'm just kind of sticking those in all of the boxes. And just kind of checking out my work. I think it looks pretty good. You can see that little notepad flipped up again. That's going to be annoying. All right, so we're going to put the pages back in. And there is my first spread in my A5 agenda. I do note that I'm missing the month, so I'm going to go ahead and stick that up there. And now that I'm kind of looking at the video, I'm wondering if I pulled the right month. And as you can see, I did not. This is July, not June. June went by too fast apparently, and I still think it's June. So I'll have to fix that. But here I'm just pulling some like script stickers. Most of them are from Pineberry Paper Company. I'm sorry, Piper Paper Company. And I just like to kind of have that variety of different scripts or icons to indicate, you know, different events or items in my week. And so that is a doctor appointment sticker, and pulling out a day off sticker because I was off for the 4th of July that Monday. And then I'm looking for a sticker that says something like top 3 or important, to put in that top right box where it's got 1, 2, 3, and not really finding anything. I found this one that I think it says to do. So I cut it down. It had a little bit of color on it, but I don't like the way it looks. I think the letters are a little bit too big. So we will continue searching. And I realized that I didn't really have anything in there. So I try to go back and see if maybe something else will work. I find this plan next week, so I stuck a little planner icon in there, and then put the plan next week on Sunday. That's usually my planning day, is on a Sunday. So I'm just going through some other sticker books to see if maybe I can find something else that will work. And I go to the Pastel Basics by Kelva Plan. She had that, I think it says today's top 3, and all I want is that top 3 script. So I'm just trimming it down a little bit more so that it will fit inside that box. I really like the script stickers in these small shops, but sometimes they have a little bit too much white space, so I like to use those really small scissors to kind of get around and cut them out. And there's my spread for the week. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.